The initial idea came that there should be a collaboration between Iveta Apkalna, organ player, and Stavanger Symphony Orchestra and myself. Since Iveta is Latvian and I'm Latvian, so we have worked together a lot, many different repertoire, and we were thinking, okay, now we have to record something and make it more somehow presentable. And idea came to record organ concerto Okeanos by Bernd Richard Deutsch, Austrian composer, and which was a new piece for Iveta, was a new piece for me. And we thought, okay, that's a wonderful first step, but we need to build the album all together. And at that moment, I remembered Latvian composer Erik Sešenvalds, several years ago, wrote organ concerto also for Iveta, and I happened to be a conductor of a premiere performance in 2014 in Riga, Dom Cathedral, and that piece was called Voice of the Ocean.
Both composers, they are born in the same year, and they both independently decided to compose something on ocean. So it's really quite amazing, and that we are recording all this in a beautiful concert hall which is on the water. There are no coincidences, there's just some logical steps. Both concertos, Okeanos and Voice of the Ocean, they are so different, and this is so great about contemporary music, and it's so great about the possibility to work with contemporary composers, that they are there, you can ask them, you can criticize them, you can maybe ask to change something, you can interact, and this is very, very important. This is what we can't do, for example, with Johann Sebastian Bach or other composers. I'm really very, very happy that these very few compositions, what Erik Sešenvalds composed for organ solo or organ with orchestra, were dedicated to me, which is of course great honor and great responsibility.
I knew the artistic qualities of Andris Poga and Iveta Apkalna. And when I composed that work, I was seeing in my imagination them on a stage and how they will be performing. Because both of them have these qualities. One quality is that they belong to global community. But the second quality, which is even more important, that they have their own family house, their own memories, their own childhood, their private feelings, emotions, passion. So that's the highest art. I was thinking about the organ. It doesn't need any other instrument actually, because organ is like symphony orchestra itself. But combining it together with the orchestra, I think it's the maximum wideness of imagined vastness.
Organ is some universe and some huge ocean in itself, and each organ is different. And every time we organists swim in different waters, we think and we know how to swim, but every time, as soon as we meet new instrument, not only new acoustics, not only new venue, but for us, we always play on the instrument which is new for us. And this is for us always like going with our head down water, just like soaking in unknown waters.
Okeanos was written in 2014 and 15, and originally for the organ of the Musikverein in Vienna, which was newly built and inaugurated in 2011. I'm partly living in Austria, in Vienna, but also in Trieste, in Italy, where I'm staying at the sea. So it was sooner or later obvious that I would write a piece that is inspired by the sea or related to the sea. And this piece is divided into 4 movements, which are associated with the ancient 4 elements. So water, air, earth and fire. So that's the idea of the 4 movements, so that the mood of the 4 movements. And you have this vastness of the ocean. which is for me related to the organ, no? Because one could ask why the organ is related to the sea, because it's biggest instrument, and also the ocean is seems to have no end.
We needed to add something to make the CD complete, and then of course you think further and realize there are also some orchestral pieces connected to ocean, and there's very beautiful little miniature from Maurice Ravel called Une barque sur l'océan, or boat in the ocean, and also a beautiful piece by Jean Sibelius called Okeanides, and which is also a fantasy about nymphs, ocean nymphs. The water is never static, you know, it's always in move, you know, it creates waves, it creates dimension, it creates inspiration, it creates colors, and you know, it all put together in musical language. I think this makes so much fun and so much inspiration to play this music, to record this music, and I'm happy that it, you know, at the end this idea came to fruition.
I must say this is really an amazing experience to be here, because I'm traveling all around the world. I was in different continents, America as well as Asia, and of course a lot of Europe. But I must say, here in Stavanger it was a big surprise, because I found one of the best concert halls I've ever been allowed to record in. And in combination with an orchestra which is really ready to take whatever challenge to make classical music vivid, alive, colorful and beautiful, this is just a thrilling, exciting and enormously satisfying experience to be here in Stavanger with the Stavanger Symphony Orchestra and Andres Purga.
The Stavanger Symphony Orchestra has done lots of recordings, and I think all of them testify what a flexible and very versatile orchestra it is. In the recent years we have released music by Bruckner Symphony. We have released a couple of CDs of Baroque music, as well as contemporary music, and also other kinds of music. So I'm sure you will enjoy this CD, which also testifies the great breadth of this orchestra and its initiatives.